We're back at the container home today, and it's been a few weeks since we've had an update. And most of the work that we've done has been going on inside. We're really trying to get that ready to go, but there are some things on the outside taking place that I want to show you before we go inside. First of all, we've just started cleaning up the landscape a little bit. Trimmed the trees, planted some bushes. We've got more stuff to plant. However, the big one is this sidewalk that's going to be going in. It's going to be about 105 feet concrete sidewalk that's going to wrap around from the parking area all the way to the back door, which is really the only door into this place. We do have sliding glass doors on each end, but those don't have a lock or anything, so the way to get in is really through this back door back here. The other thing that happened outside are these 3 new mini splits. These are Daikin mini splits. That was an expense we weren't quite expecting. The old mini splits that were there definitely got damaged in Hurricane Helene. They were all flooded and they were just not savable. So we did have to buy some new mini splits. As you can see, the work is going on hot and heavy here. Again, most of it's inside, and I want to take you in there and show you what's going on next. And this could be considered inside or outside, but we put on a new door. Now this door is one of those doors that has the screen that is embedded in the glass, so you can't mess it up, you can't wrinkle it. Keeps everything nice and neat. And the old door, there was not a lot wrong with it except for the way that they framed it in. They created their own frame and it just wasn't working anymore. So let's go inside and I'll show you the rest. The first thing you're going to notice is this laminate flooring. Now this is a laminate from Stainmaster, and it just provides some contrast between the kitchen floors and the bathroom floors. It's this nice white floor. I think it's a Calcutta marble-ish look, but it is a vinyl floor. It's not marble. As you can see, as we get into the living room, we've got all the flooring done in the entire house. There is one little spot in the bathroom, so that's a lie, but most of the flooring is done in the house. The rest of the flooring is a Pergo laminate. It went in really easy. I actually love this floor and probably would have chosen a different colored Pergo if they had it for the kitchens and bathrooms. Now over here you'll notice that most of the trim in this room is done except for this wall. And you can see we had some power strips put in here. That's going to be a next big project. This is going to be a fireplace and TV built in here. And we can't wait to show you what that's going to look like and get into that project. You can see here's one of our mini splits. It's actually on and running right now. I can barely hear it. And then the last big upgrade to this room is this ceiling fan. This is an LED fan. It's kind of stylish and cool looking. It's got different modes and different colors of lights and all of that. We still get a lot of light from these big, huge Pella doors on each end of each container. Now the next room I want to take you in is this first bedroom here, and it's actually the bunk room. And if you remember from the first video, this bunk bed was actually in the other bedroom, but we decided to move it in here. This bedroom's a little bit smaller, so we decided to put the bunk beds in here and kind of make this more of the second bedroom versus the master bedroom. And one of the reasons for that is because back here in this bathroom, it only has one sink and it's got the bathtub. So if you are traveling with kids and you need a place to give them a bath, this bedroom just makes a little bit more sense. So as we come back, you can see we have all the floors, all of the trim done throughout most of the house. We're still working on this, but it's really starting to take shape at this point, and we're really excited. And here's the first bathroom. Again, this has got the one vanity and the bathroom surround with tile. And I got a lot of comments about the toilets here. I know a lot of people said that they like bidets. We had to end up switching these toilets out. We just couldn't find a seat that would work for these. A new bidet toilet seat that would actually fit this, because it's some funny size, was $300, and these toilets were about 120 bucks a piece. So we did get new toilets. We deleted the bidet, and we did that because as a rental in a place that we want to Airbnb, it's just one more thing that you have to maintain and take care of. We're not sure if our guests all would like that, so it just made more sense to go with new toilets. As we go into this next room, this is actually going to be the new master bedroom. So if you recall, we had the bunk beds right over here on this wall. And what we've decided to do is put a king size bed in this room. We'll also put a desk on one of these walls, which we're kind of torn on. I kind of want to do a stand-up desk. I know when I travel and I have to work, it's nice to have a stand-up desk, but they just don't look quite as nice. So are we going to go for style? or are we gonna go with a stand-up desk? Let me know in the comments down below what you would prefer if you're traveling. I know a lot of people when they're on vacation and they're traveling don't necessarily work, so let me know. Over here we got our bike station. We'll have some bike tools and a little bike rack so that if you are here to bike on the trails, which are just down the street, you'll be able to fix your bike if you have any problems, maybe a flat tire. I don't know, I don't do a lot of biking. And then we're gonna move on to the master bathroom. So we did make this the master bedroom now because it's got 2 sinks, it's got the shower. There's no trim on the floor. Now we did start cleaning it up. All this cleaned up very, very nicely. The shower looks great with a nice glass surround, and we did a new toilet in here as well. Here in a few days, we've also got somebody coming to power wash the entire outside because it's a little bit dirty. This place did get flooded. There's a lot of dirt and mud and grime all over the outside of the building. And we're just really excited to get this place cleaned up so that we can share it with you and your families and you can enjoy Old Fort, North Carolina. Now we are gonna have some more updates as we get closer to opening things up. So make sure you're subscribed down below so you don't miss those. And the final video that I make of this place is actually gonna be a cost recap. Was it worth it to actually renovate this place? So I'll go over what we paid for the property, what all the repairs cost, and break that down dollar by dollar so you know how much it costs to renovate a container home. And as always, thanks for watching.